What's going on, stalkers? Today we are at Wild Islands, and we got some questing to do and some final things to explore before we leave this place and move on the rest of our journey. Let's see. I wanted to kill this burner mutant thing down here that kept killing me last time. I couldn't get him, but we're gonna try again. Anyway, I wanted to address some drama that I was not going to address, but it needs to be said. It's about all this A-Life stuff going on with the developers, and I wasn't gonna say anything until I saw the response from the community and what everyone's saying about what they had said about it. Finally, you know, for all those who don't know, they finally addressed what's going on with A-Life, what's going on with the optimization issues with the game, and yeah, holy crap, you know, I don't feel great about everything that's going on. And not because this game is crap or trash or anything. I actually really adore this game. I think it's got a very bright future ahead of it, but it's because we've been lied to, and we straight up have to admit this to ourselves at some point. And you know, it's an even worse kind of lying in some ways, and I'll explain what I mean. So most of us know by now, a very important feature in Stalker 2 is not working in the game, which is A-Life. The developers admitted to knowing this. Everyone behind the making of this game knew this. They knew the optimization was really bad. They knew the bugs were really bad. And essentially all of these things were broken. They went ahead and released the game anyway without saying anything to anybody. And I feel stupid for saying this, and I probably am, but that can be forgiven. In my eyes, at least. That's not where the problem lies here. Only because this game was being funded by Microsoft, and they had already delayed a bunch of times, and Microsoft was probably up their asses about releasing. I understand that they were probably under a lot of pressure there. And even if they weren't, people wanted this game to come out. All right, hang on. Let me lock in here. Come out, come out. I know you're in there. I knew he was in there. Oh fuck. Ow. Ah, took my gun out of my hand. Ooh, SVD for the win. The hell? I'm gonna find you. There's another. Damn it. Ugh. 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 Shit. Oh. It's two. In the top of the head. Oh, okay. I killed this guy. All right, where to next? Anyway, where was I? Okay, so the studio has been dishonest with us, and it's worse in a lot of ways than just lying to us. First of all, any mention of A-Life was taken off of the Steam page like a day or two before the game actually released, which looks really suspicious. And the CEO of GSC admitted to not knowing anything about it and actually having proof of not knowing anything about this. But I still have a bit of an issue, and she explained that the marketing team or somebody in marketing had changed the wording so people would understand what they meant by A-Life. But let's be honest, that's not true. Whether she knew, which she claims she didn't, she has good proof that she didn't know anything about. I think the marketing people or whoever changed it in the marketing team knew. I think they knew that A-Life wasn't working, and I think they knew they had to take it out before the game released. There is. Give me that mutant loot. Poltergeist guts are pretty valuable. I don't know why. But anyway, there's good reason I think this, because the logic ain't logicking, if you know what I'm saying. A-Life isn't a real technical term. The term A-Life was actually made for marketing in the first place. It was made to describe a very complex AI system that would simulate NPCs living out their lives in a real world. The fact that a marketing team or somebody from marketing would take that term out doesn't make any sense, because A Life is meant for marketing. So that just isn't sitting right with me, and it almost feels like the CEO is lying of omission. Not exactly, she didn't intentionally leave stuff out. Well, she did leave some stuff out, being that the game was broken and A Life was not working and still releasing the game. So for one, she lied by omission, and again is claiming to not know about this entire A Life situation. And it's like, okay guys, I'm caught, I'm lying by omission by releasing this game in this state. But when it comes to somebody changing the wording on the Steam page, I actually didn't know about that, guys. So I'm not actually lying by omission this time. So you have to believe me. And not only that, but she refused to put A Life back on the Steam page at all until they allegedly have it working again, admitting that she almost agrees with the decision to take the wording of A Life out of the Steam page. So this just is so infused with bullshit.
Zycron suit. Physical protection is a bit more. A monolith stalker suit.
And people taking out the wording even though they knew that A Life was broken in the first place. It doesn't logic for me, and it shouldn't logic for anybody. This is clearly dishonesty at its best here, if you could even put it that way. I think it's a confusing type of dishonesty. They're saying one thing and, you know, somebody didn't know, and what they're claiming somebody did know isn't exactly what actually happened. So that's why nothing makes sense. It's why it doesn't feel like they're outwardly lying. But to get things straight, they are lying. These are lies through other people's mouths, through other people's heads, going to somebody else, being said to us, and it's just a big mess of lies. And they even say here in this IGN interview what went wrong with A Life 2.0, revealing for the first time how the studio's battle to optimize the performance of Stalker 2 in the months before release caused the feature to break down. A Life 2.0 is in Stalker 2, so don't worry guys, it's there. The two of them insist it's there. It's just bugged, massively bugged, period. But we released the game anyway without telling anybody.
Something's not right.
That's lying. Okay, so you got to understand like why this is a lie, and why we bought a product thinking it was one thing, but it was actually less than that thing. Just because I'm willing to admit this doesn't mean I think Stalker's a bad game. It's just they are selling us a scam. They even offer a lengthy technical explanation of what happened, stating optimization issues ahead of launch. What is that? Is that Snorks in there or something? What the hell?
You keeping a beast in there? I see cages, so I assume. Snarks? These are mercs, I believe. God damn it. Shooting me through the fucking gate. Got him. Oh yeah, an STD, that's why fucking me up so bad.
Anyway, so they explained how they got it working by shrinking the area of A Life and how it functions around the player, which is probably why everybody feels like enemies are spawning right up their asshole and shooting them in the back of the head. They've even admitted a few times in this interview that this system is not working properly at all. And in my opinion, probably just should have said so before they released the game. And to be honest, A Life is a pretty big feature in these games. Being that myself had to start a new playthrough once there was mods worthy enough of simulating A Life in a meaningful way. And you can check out all the mods I'm using in the description section of this video. It improves the game massively. Just be cautious because it is performance heavy. I'm using optimizers and I'm using mutant loot, which can brick saves. You just got to be careful and know what you're doing, but they help with the game so much. But it's things that this game should have had working in the first place, and if not, should have told us it wasn't working. Can you see where my quarrel is with this whole situation?
Whoa, a merc suit. It's not very good. They're expensive though.
Just because a CEO admits to not knowing that somebody changed the wording on a Steam page and has proof of it after admitting she lied by omission in the first place about this game releasing in a broken state isn't something anybody should take as cool. All right. And to be fair to the studio, they're releasing updates and the game already feels better. I feel like this memory leak problem that they had is feeling so much better, and I hope they really do try and fix these issues, especially the ones that, in my opinion, they've lied completely through their teeth about. They stated in this interview, for this system to work properly, it requires a much larger area for spawn NPCs and requires much more memory resources. They go on and say that they were fighting with optimization, and to optimize, you have a lot of things that you need your resources for, and you need to try to cut things from different directions to properly optimize the game overall. And they go on and say to even make the game work in the first place, they had to optimize some things, and they made A-Life work in many situations not as it should, which is just a roundabout saying of it's not working. And then at the end they say, so all of these things connected make it look like it's very broken and not working, but that's actually what they said. They broke it and that it was very broken. Now he's saying it just looks like it's very broken and not working. But they round it off by saying they're continuing working on optimization to bring more resources for the A-Life system itself and increasing the range where A-Life is actually visualized. They also promise us once again that they are going to fix A-Life and make it work as intended. But of course, should we believe anything? At this point, no. Just hope that they do fix it. We can say they're full of shit, yet still hope that it's going to get done. You can do both things, guys. So that's all I really wanted to say about this situation, and I'm sorry if it was a bit of a ramble or rant that didn't make too much sense. It doesn't make much sense, honestly. It's just convoluted bullshit that we're being fed, yet being told that it's a caviar of truth, in which it is not. So take that as you will. If you're enjoying Stalker, please continue enjoying it. I certainly am. I'm enjoying the shit out of this game. Probably wouldn't be nearly as much without these A-Life mods and modular hard mode, which is another big one for me. It slows healing down and buffs damage a lot for both NPCs and myself. It slows down healing. It's a really hardcore mod and I really enjoy it. It makes Stalker feel like Stalker, especially having that A-Life mod in there. It shows some cracks for sure, but it is far better to be playing with A-Life than without. And to give CSG some credit, the scripted events are really cool. I really do enjoy the scripted events. They don't take away from the game. They don't take me out of immersion. They can be a little bit, but I appreciate them for what they are. Scripted events are things they had to handcraft and put into the game, and I really love those little lore bits that they offer up for us to experience for ourselves. I don't care if they like feel a little off-putting or out of place. They're in the game to add to your story and your journey, and I do love those scripted events. I think they're very well done. So I congratulate GSC for making such a cool game, but I condemn them for all the lies and bullshit that they're trying to dish out to us. And I say this again, you can do both. Stop being so divided on whether you should hate or love or whether you should play the game or not. Just do what you want to do, but know what reality looks like with all of its beautiful features and ugly flaws. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. If you did enjoy the video, please hit the like button. It really helps me out being the small channel that I am, and maybe consider subscribing. Ugh, what the hell? Oh, fuck. Okay, they spawned behind me. Come on. I really appreciate you guys sticking around this long if you have, and have yourselves a very nice day.